Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. This is Sunday Dailies. This is Sunday Dailies. I gotta see what edition it is. Yeah, I'm a little bald headed. Um, yeah, I will have a little touch up on my head. Uh, just now I had a little touch up. But I'm gonna do some more later. I ain't gonna say touch up, but I'll get it later. It's just some more to record. This is Sunday Dailies, the 44th edition. Yep, the 44th edition, 43rd. We talked about a lot of things and, the sports, but I'm not going to talk about sports. I'm just going to save that because I know everybody's going to be watching who's going to go to the conference championship or the Super Bowl. That's the most important. Most people don't care about divisional playoffs because you already have teams that's in it. And, your main ones, it's obvious, and we ain't going to get into that, because you already know who the teams are and you know who won uh yesterday and things like that nature. But I want to get into the modern politics. DeSantis is in second place. To be honest with you, me personally, I don't think he's gonna win it. Um, they try to stop Trump. Trump may not get it. They're gonna do everything to him to be disqualified. They'll try to give it to DeSantis. That's how they're gonna do it. But in reality, DeSantis ain't gonna win that. I just don't see him winning that because things can change in I can say the month of March and now. They said Nikki Haley ain't got no votes. That's a lie. You don't know that. People are not going to vote until the day during the election. They're not worrying about no primaries. Primaries, that's the summer. How people are so derelict and retarded. They're going to wait around the summer if they're going to do anything. See, they talking shit now because it's January. You got to understand, it's cold right now. Hell, it was cold yesterday in the teens, right? We're in the cold part of the month. It's cold everywhere, right? So January, the Capricorn season is over, right? It ends off what, the 19th? Y'all don't realize that. Like the zodiac shit, like y'all gotta understand that shit's gone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanna talk about the 12 signs of the zodiac a lot. You need certain spaces, but ain't the Capricorn done on the 19th? It starts on the 22nd of December, right? That's when it starts. See, the 21st is Sagittarius season. It ends December 21st. December 22nd. I mean, November 22nd is when it starts. That's Sagittarius season. It actually starts on the 22nd. Then it ends on December 21st, like they have it, right? So Capricorn season actually starts December 22nd, ends on the 19th of January. That's about right. Aquarius season starts on the 20th, but ends on February 18th. Think about that. That's how that goes. Aquarius season starts January 20th, and we're in that right now, and then it's going to end next month on the 18th. So the 19th Pisces season is right there, right around the corner. And March is right around, the election, the primaries on both parties. They're waiting for the summertime. You see how that goes? The Pisces, the 12th sign, the last 19th through March 20th. Think about it. Because see, March 21st is Aries season. It ends on the 19th. If you really think about it. Because see, the only zodiac sign that ends on 2020 is the Taurus season. It starts April 20th to May 20th. So that's the hot part, mid part of the spring. Think about it. That's when it starts. See, Gemini's day is on the 20th. That's true. They start on the 21st of May, but they end on the 20th. So it's similar to the Taurus, but they the only two that got 20s, if you think about it. And hold on. No, it's the Taurus, Gemini, and Pisces are the only three that has the 20s. Everybody else said the 19th, you already know, is Capricorns and that has only had 19, and the ones with the teens that's like 19, and the other one, the Aquarius, have 18. That's the only difference. Everybody else has 22, like the let's say Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra, all these seasons. No, Aries and Capricorn are the only two that have 19, and the other one has 18. That's Aquarius. That's the most unique one at all. And the one that had 221 is Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay. But the 220s, you already know, is Taurus and Gemini. But that don't matter. But that matters is Capricorn season is over. So You got to know that. I'm just gonna let's see right quick. But yeah, I'm just looking at that real quick, and I'm just looking at it like, let's see what I can get here. NGL anonymous message. She said, "I love the man with common sense." Got all these rumble texts. I'm just looking at my emails. I don't check emails like that. I don't really get into fathom with it, and I'm just like, and this is the new phone I got. My other one, I got it somewhere charged, but my other device for content and whatever, but whatnot. But like, as the Capricorn season is already over, right? And we're in the Aquarius season. A lot of people try to say, yeah, we're in the era of age of truth, the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is a long one because a lot of people say we're in World War III, but technically you already in World War III since 2021. I'm going to explain why I say World War III. A lot of people try to say it started in this era, but that's a lie. It actually started, the war on terror is actually World War III. They've been fighting the same people since 2001, since that 9/11 attack. 9/11 is World War III. A lot of people don't want to admit that. It is. It's a long-term process. The reason why countries don't go to war with America as much, they're like a dominant superpower slash almost like an empire of somebody else. So what you got is the collapse of the long tentacle spread of the Edomite kingdom slash America's culture, Roman culture, by the way. It's over. Like, we're not going to talk about overseas too much because that's explained already from last year. I get my thoughts on it. It's prophecy. I talked about it in my old stuff. It's no need to rehash it because the reason I'm saying is I don't care for that. I ain't trying to get booted off here because some policy that they own, but this YouTube, like, I don't care what they think. It's over. I'm not going to speak on it. I mean, there's other platforms you can speak on it because everybody's so gun-holed and ass up to the point that they've just proved my point. What I say on blog stream, I ain't gonna say too much on that. I'm gonna scurry around that because it's already happened. I'm not gonna speak on bullshit that don't matter. It's irrelevant. You can't say nothing on YouTube no more because YouTube has gotten. It's gonna not make it in the future. I'm just gonna say that this site may not be around that much longer unless it gets bought off. Like I always say, Elon Musk type will have to buy YouTube. Because look at Twitter. Twitter's numbers is a lot of people say their numbers not doing well. That's a lie. They're doing very well. Elon is giving you freedom to say stuff. Ever since that war broke out, his numbers went up. Anybody try to say it ain't, it is going up. Nobody's watching YouTube like that. YouTube is so dry. You idiots don't understand, and nothing's trending. I try to tell you, it's a lot of dead channels everywhere, and that's what YouTube wanted. They're not gonna flag nobody off of it. It takes time, but a lot of dead channels they try to say to get rid of, they're not gonna get rid of because the management is trash. If the management is trash, Google and YouTube, Google controls YouTube, and they're destroying the revenue. They're not gonna put you on the page. I don't care about their page on YouTube. YouTube is dead, bro. It ain't what it used to be. Because YouTube was a time people say what they want. But what hurt them, the media destroyed them. So if you're hearing what I'm saying, I've been saying this since 3 years ago. 3 years ago, y'all should have listened to me then in 2021. It was already over. I told you the things that's happening during the pandemic and before the pandemic, they already happened already. So when you have people destroying the fabric of a website that had potential to be an independent place for people to say what the hell they want to say, and it was good at a time, and people for black men, so-called black men, and speaking on my knowing the truth, doing the research, getting in the scriptures and all that. And then you had two worlds. You had that world, and then you had the other world with the consciousness, and then you just and then live your life outside and show the exalts that you are living and help others offline. That was the thing of the original YouTube. That time has gone past. It died somewhere in 2012 when they didn't want to stand up against the system. That's when they offed our heads off, and that's what happened to my first channel. And I was one of the first remnants that spoke out against the system. And I felt like at that time I sacrificed the channel. I didn't like it, but I took the risk. I'm not taking the risk again because no need, because it's already been fulfilled. We did what we supposed to do, and the years that with this channel staying so long, and I appreciate the ones that subscribe with it. I'm still gonna be here. I don't know if YouTube's gonna be like this for a minute, and I think it's gonna stay like this for a minute because they're looking to be bought out by some billionaires. See, billionaires is doing different things now. They done changed the game and the politics, how people view things online. So it's not worth getting angry about a website that's decaying and it's too big to fail. If it's too big to fail, you already know it's a problem. You already know it's a problem on a website. See what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose of getting angry? The website is dying, bro. Like, the essence of it is just like, you got to understand that a lot of things that people see online, it's not real. It's not real. Like, the BS that they be telling, spewing the lies, it's not worth getting angry about. And it's crazy. And I'm just looking at certain things right now. Hold on. It said moon reading and all that. I'm just looking at it. I'm just fucking around with it. But but I'm just looking at it for what it is. But at that time, you just look at what we're seeing right now. But that's the thing, when you have guys like a Elon Musk type, it gets worse. But you don't get upset with the fact that people are just messed up in the head all the time. But when you doing content like I do, that's talking about the actual stuff that's going on and then doing research. I did a lot of research over the years, and yes, they took my man's website. They try to say it's, suspended, but that's the internet for you. Quaz is kept. They wanted to do that because he had some stuff that he shouldn't have, but it exposed him. So in reality, it's crazy, man. Lot of stuff to know. Yeah, I've used this content. I saluted the brother and all that, doing the research and all that other stuff. But it just goes to show you information, but I can't use it no more because, they suspended him. And I hope he gets it back or whatever, but I can't go back to it because that's on that website. It account suspended. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It's just, they don't want you on there. It happens. If you open up an account on the internet, they got you. You got to have an app or something. Nobody's not creating apps. I'm just real upset the fact that I don't know if I can contact them. Whatever, they suspended his account. I don't know what happened. That's crazy, man. They suspended this shit. I don't know if it's indefinite, and I don't know how long it's. This is gonna be something. This is gonna be something. And I don't understand. Like, I think some people take it. I might have it, but it's crazy. But that shit I promoted on my channel is a good thing that I did, and I had to support him. But I had the pictures and everything. I'm glad I saved everything, and it's here. I don't speak on it that much. I mean, yeah, you can find it other places, but it's not that easy. Like, bro, like a lot of stuff on the internet, they just censor stuff. Like, actually, the real truth that actually happened. I have evidence of that. I have certain sources. The internet is not what y'all think it is. They censor everything. That's why a lot of stuff that I see on Google is trash. I don't like nothing on there. You got a lot of punk ass bots ruin everything. So I'm saying, like, if you have the people controlling the information, there's a problem with that. So I don't listen to idiots that have fake information. You got a lot of agents on here. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's a lot of fucking double agents ruin everything. So you got to understand what you're dealing with. Like, this is stuff that the reason I'm not doing it again, because I don't feel like doing it and everybody's going to suspend it and all that. That was the time years ago. It meant something. And I'm tired of explaining myself. And someone said in the last recordings, more history. I'm not doing no history streams. I'm not doing none of that because I can't perform y'all when the website is suspended. For you dummies out there, y'all don't understand. Because if you're in my position, I would love to have that. I need the website to explain where this individual got his information from. He traveled and whatever. I can't do that no more. And there's a reason. He went too far with his pictures and they didn't seem appropriate. It's probably suspended on Windows. I can't go in this old computer and be like, I'm not doing all that editing. Like, I'm not an editor. In case y'all don't know, I don't care for editing. Editing, that's just something you trying to be on TV and shit. I don't like editing. Editing is lame. Like, that's played out. That is so 2012-ish to 2008, 09. That's early part of the 21st century we don't need to be in. People's into TikTok, stupid ass little dances, ceiling challenges. They into that shit. You know what I mean? Because they're in a point where people are not in conducive what they're doing right now. But in reality, you gotta understand this is the world we live in. I told you, fellas, your palette is limited. And a lot of these adult stars that y'all see online are broke. They try to say the females, they try to say the males are broke. No, these females are broke. The lifestyle they claim they live, they're broke. And I just saw something the other day. Friday last night, and the individual, he likes to go bigger with the females, like the supersize, BBWs, and you already know what that means. I'm just saying, but shouts out to him. And I looked at his Twitter, and he said he did this for 3 years, and the reason and let me tell you something about the stars. I'm gonna say star. I ain't gonna say the actual words. I'm gonna say he's an adult star amateur, right? He's trying to be in the AMV and stuff, but in reality, he's trying to be the superstar like the Igors and all the other guys that did it online for years and years. I'm just saying, I'm just cruising, and he wants to be a part of that. He does it all. But the sad part about it, if you do it for 3 years, he's more experienced. But in reality, he said they're hard to work with. He does all the paying. Think about it. And that explains, and he's a black man, by the way, black dude or whatever, or y'all would say nigga, whatever, because he does it. He lets you know that this is not easy, but it's hard for a male talent, he said, to break in the industry. He didn't have to do that, but he chose to do that. That's his thing. That's entertainment, whatever. But I'm just saying, let you fellas know if you're ever in that entertainment industry, I suggest you just leave it be and leave it alone. But if you're inspired, you young man, after I'm saying, he's telling you, you can find his stuff on X, but he's telling you these females love to complain that the man side is broke. In reality, they're the broke ones, and they have kids, and they had them out of wedlock and all that. It's a wrap. But in reality, they're the main ones, bro. And a lot of these that be begging and panhandle, they panhandle on Twitter all day. You got a lot of panhandles on Twitter. I'm just let you know right now. And I'm not saying that they're doing it. And the FaceTime is the new thing now. And FaceTime is one of the worst. Like a lot of people don't want to deal with FaceTime. That's FaceTime. Most people don't want to do that. Most people don't want to do that. Like I say, how can you save the content? You can't save the content. It's going to get leaked by some accident by somebody from who subscribes to it and have FaceTime. And most people don't carry Apple like that. Most people are carrying Androids. I know the people that if you've seen in other places, it's in America. Yeah, everybody carries Apple. The females always carry Apple, but who carries a lot of Apple products? Not everybody. Most people carry Android. The average person that I see here in the other United States, most people carry the Motorola I got, not this one particular, but the other ones, they carry Android. If you have this is a new style of Android with the 3 cameras. The other ones, it has cameras across. That Android has the fingerprint and all that other stuff. And then, like what I got, that's the new thing. And I'm just like saying, like, look, that's the thing that we're looking at. But yeah, it's a nice size phone, and it's the modern Android now. But the older ones are different models, and you got the Pixel and all that. Most business people carry Android. Yeah, Apple is for other means. That's for the social, what they call social media, or social networking. They carry Apple if you're a content creator. But a true content creator does not carry Apple as much as y'all think. They do, but in reality, a lot of people don't like Apple. They have Apple for other things and things like that. But if you have an Android, a lot of people say they don't carry Android. That's a lie. The average person carries an Android that don't do content, and someone can be content creators, they carry Android. If you carry an Android phone today, that's the modern day phone to use everything. If you see on body cams, why everybody carrying an Android? Why are the people in the hood carrying Android? I'll tell you why. Easy access, store data, pictures, and all that other stuff. Android has everything. Does Android have FaceTime? No. Because FaceTime is, I don't know if it's an app or what you can get on FaceTime. And yeah, FaceTime on the app. So it's on Apple. They call it FaceTime and all that. And that's on Apple. Apple controls that. On a Windows device and on that. I'm just looking at it. They say you can use it on Android. I got the Google Duo on all of that. Google Chrome, the laser Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge. You can FaceTime call. Like, I ain't doing that iOS shit. That's that, Apple tries to, I ain't doing it. I mean, you can, but it's not worth it, bro. Ain't nobody be on it like that. $50. But I didn't mention the 50, someone mentioned 50 or 100, I'm just rambling. But y'all know what I mean. You know how these things do. They be charging people, and then the cashbacks and the credit card companies don't like to deal with adult entertainers. And there's another reason why it's not legal in other states. They be wanting too much. A lot of these people are broke. Scamming is big in America. It's a lot of scammers in GA. I'm gonna tell you that. There's scammers everywhere, but the biggest scams in GA. But if you want to play the scamming game, come to GA. You can get rich, and then there you are. A lot of say, I can do that here. No, you can't. You can't make it. You do it here, you get faster. You go anywhere. So yeah, the old boy was right. He's tired. And then the other one told him he did it for years back in the late 2010s, and he said he's tired. That's when it died, bro. But he has to understand at the time, people stop fucking with these people. And that's going to be a continuation. Fellas, if you're in that hole in relationships, your options, like I said, yeah, you have a lot. That's cool, but your options is really limited. Yeah, you got options to choose different. That's cool, but it's very limited. I've been watching Bootsy and CW with the 20 women thing. One was mad about you can't have my cousin acting weird. That's one of them same sucker niggas that Charleston White dealt with in Atlanta. His name was I think he says ugly or whatever his name is, but it's Unghetto. He says he's Unghetto, which is a stupid ass name, by the way. But he's from GA, but he's from Atlanta. But you know, I used to live in Atlanta years ago. I don't live in Atlanta no more. And his channel's trash. He was trying to get clout to Charleston White, and I saw right through that. And Charleston White did good with this other guy. He's like a dwarf. He's like a mid-sized dwarf, and I forget his name. His name's Fanbus and all that. I was watching that. I said, this is dope. But I don't care for CW, but it was dope how they had him on there. But they also have Boosie on the other one, the other guy. He's a weirdo, but he's from New Orleans. So they doing all the 21 he picked and looking selection and all that. They did it better than these so-called manosphere dudes. They tried to do that shit in 2021. You know, it's lame as fuck, and people stopped doing it. But they, you know where they got that from, right? They got that from Jubilee. Jubilee started that. Jubilee started all that trend. Then when the celebrities get in it, they gonna hijack it. I try to tell you, they've been doing this for a long time on the internet for years. Anything creative online, they gonna take it. Just like anything else. But in reality, fellas, your option is very limited, and most of them are gonna be amateur adult stars, and some of them trying to be professional. That's your lane, and I'm quiet as it's kept. They're trying to get out the game and try to be wiped up. That's the problem, and that's why you don't have the average real woman or the real women out there. There ain't none. It's a handful. There's some out there, but it's a handful. You're picking out of a litter. The only thing you got is these people that done stuff in the industry, and that's all you got. I mean, fellas, if you're my age and on down, it's not easy. It's not that many people I would mess with. There's a lot of baggage, and you see it online. You see it on X, what was formerly known as Twitter, and that's why I like it so much. You get to see the BS what they write in the tweets, and they tell on themselves, and that's why I use it. It's always gonna be better than Threads. Threads ain't got nothing. Threads is whack. I don't like Threads. They don't review much. You know what I'm saying? Twitter, you get that. So other people is weird, man. Like you got a lot of weirdos that try to be content, and they wannabes. They're not real content creators. They ain't got nothing to show for it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to show for it. But on the internet, you know, it's just people live off of it. I don't live off the internet like that. I mean, yes, I'm a content creator. Yes, I'm a user of the internet. Yes, this is my hobby. I talk about different things and all that. That's what I do on YouTube. Everywhere else, I don't be that. I'm a supporter on other platforms, but on this, I'm a content creator. I prefer this because you're on a video sharing site. That's where content creation is. Twitter, you don't have to be a content creator. You don't have to, because most people are rather be users and supporters than they be fucking content creators. I can't do that shit. That's not what it's all about. But anyways, you know, this is the 44th edition of Sunday Dailies. I just want to talk about it. This is just random current event on this one. This is a current event, Sunday Dailies. But just to remember what I said, but this stuff right here is very normal because it's a shortage of pool. See, women, they say they have options, they really don't. They just nobody wants them if they ran through. And I'm not saying like you got some people like ran through, but that's their thing. And I'm not judging nobody. That's on y'all. But in reality, who cares at this point? Because society's been dead. I was saying that shit 3 years ago, and I tell fellas, they already trying to be wiped up. And that's the norm. And these dudes try to bring these unrealistic nuclear family standards. That standards don't mean shit. Most people, when they talk about standards, like shut the fuck up about that. Standards do not exist. That's only suckers believe in standards. That goes for both men and women. I don't believe in standards. I think standards are dead, and that's for nuclear family talk. I'm going to talk about that on the vlog street. Standards are for nuclear family talk. It does not work in a modern day society that's actually pro-utilitarian, and that's what's killing it. That utilitarian concepts has ruined everything. I'm going to talk about that probably on the vlog stream real soon, and I gotta come up with a concept. But it's really sad that people get caught up on this stuff on these platforms and these apps, and you already know. So with that, until next time, shalom to the people of Israel and the Gentiles. Pray to the east. Shalom. Until next time, I'll see you on the 45th edition, and I'm signing off, and I'm out.